Okay people, welcome back to the shop once again. We're finishing up our LS. I wish we were finishing it up. We got a lot of work left to do, as you can see, but we've got a lot of work done. We've got main studs, head studs, roller rockers, harmonic balancer bolt installed. This thing's gonna be pretty tight knit. Today we've got Xotic Performance exhaust header bolts. This is why we do it. You can see this guy right here broke off. GM makes some of the worst, absolute worst exhaust manifold bolts in the world, and pretty much every single one snaps off, especially back here in the rear. So that's why we're doing it. The good news is, if you know the tricks, you can get them out pretty easy. 9 times out of 10, you jar the threads just a little bit. This might be loud. Give her a couple good swats. That'll jar the threads and it'll break the Loctite loose, which is what holds them in there. And then 9 times out of 10, get a good bite with your vice grips, and she'll start walking out just like that. In some cases, they've been in there a long time. They're extremely corroded. You might have to get a little more involved. You can smash a nut down onto the stud, weld the nut to the stud, and then pull it right out just like a bolt. But a lot of times, if you have enough access, if you have enough room in the vehicle, you can get in there, you can swing on it, whether it's with a like a sledgehammer or an air hammer. Anything you can do to put some vibration into those threads will break it loose, and then they just spin out just like that. If I've done one of these, I've done 100, and it always goes the same way, and that's what you have. Okay guys, so get your old manifold off, get all your old, broken, sorry hardware out of there, and this is what we're going back together with. Xotic Performance, a little thank you packet. Got your warranty registration card, you'll want to use that in case you have troubles in the future. Doubt it. Foam packaging, a little installation lubricant. This is enough to do 1 or 2 sets of head studs, so this is really a lot of lubricant for this job. You don't need this much. These are our new bolts and our new washers. Now, I believe these are what you call a chamfered washer, and it is. So if you can see, there's a small bevel. You want to make sure that bevel is pointing towards the head of the bolt, away from the manifold. What this does is help the load distribute evenly from the bolt. So you got your chamfer up, the bolt goes through like that. If you install it backwards with the smooth face up, it's not going to distribute the load properly. You want to make sure you got your proper orientation. Okay guys, so this is just a little grease brush. All you want to do is get a little bit on the head of the bolt. Make sure you orient your washer properly. Slide that down. Get a little bit on the back side of the washer, and then just a little bit on the threads. You don't need a whole lot here, just enough to make sure everything rolls freely. Okay guys, we're ready to install our headers. There's a couple different ways you can do this. Either way, you're going to drop something. Best bet, grab your gasket and your header, hold her in place, drop one bolt in, and drop another bolt in somewhere like right in the middle. That's the way I like to do it. And then you just hold everything all together, bring it up, set it into position, start your bolts. Wiggle around until you find the hole and get her in there. Alright guys, we got our header on, we got all our bolts finger tight. We're going to torque these. Factory spec on these is 25 foot-pounds. There's no certain spec included in the kit from Xotic, so we're just going to go with the stock. torque spec, 25 foot-pounds. And you just want to start in the middle and work your way out. These are not a very high torque. You do want them to come out again at some point, possibly. So you don't want to overdo these. I've seen guys throw these in with 1/2 inch impact. That's crazy. And there you have it. Xotic Performance header / manifold bolt.